Everybody, welcome back to my platform. Those of you that are returning and those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is Astraea, and I will be doing a reading for you guys today. So I hope everybody's had a good day. Know that I also have another platform called Astraea, ASTRAEALOVE. And on that platform, I do tarot card readings. And I have over 1,000 subscribers, so I can accept $20 super chats. If any of you have any questions, make sure you go to that platform and subscribe, tap the notification bell so you're notified when I go live so that you can do that. On this platform, we are working towards getting ourselves to 1,000 subscribers so that we can do $20 super chats so I can answer your guys' questions. I do have a PayPal and Cash App in the link below or in the description box below. Where if you send me a $20 donation, I will pause the collective reading and I'll answer your question. Just to let you guys know. But it's going to be easier when we've got to 1,000 subscribers and we have the ability to do super chats. So, yay. Thank you guys for spending your time with me. Please like the video, share the video, make sure that you are subscribed. Tap the notification bell, hype the video if you can. Tell other people about these platforms, that you have a real connection with a real psychic that, they should know about. Only tell people that you feel would like really resonate. And if you don't feel comfortable with telling people that you are into spiritual stuff or tarot cards and stuff like that, then I totally understand. Okay. So just if you feel comfortable. Okay. Oh, blessings to you guys as well. Welcome everybody coming into the chat. So we're going to start out with the prayer. We're calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. We're calling upon Jesus Christ, the Ascended Masters, and we're calling upon our spiritual team of Highest Light and Resonance, and we're asking that they can be with us now. We're also asking that the divine realm, our spirit guides, our ancestors, our guardian angels, put a protective shield and the archangels around us, keeping us safe from all harm and all negativity. And I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, the highest knowledge, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for my subscribers. So now as I call upon your personal favor, God, please continue to bless and prosper this platform. Please continue to help us get to 1,000 subscribers. And thank you, God, for everything that you do. Higher self, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. I love you, I love you, I love you. All glory, honor, worship, and praise goes to the divine. For everything, thank you, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we just want to say, Pleiadians, the Galactic Federation, all of that, like, we love you so much, and we are so appreciative of all of the assistance. So thank you. Amen. Okay, so by watching my readings, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. If I talk about anything in the realms of health, follow up with a doctor. If I talk about anything in the realms of legal, follow up with a lawyer, just that type of thing, being responsible with the energy. And you, of course, use your best discernment, use your intuition when it comes to any type of reading that you get or that you do. Okay. This is the good thing about these readings. Why I suggest that you watch all of the readings on both platforms at your leisure is it's going to keep you up to date with stuff. And every reading has a different Easter egg for your own personal journey in it. So, there's going to be messages in here for you. And also, I would just go to like whatever title you feel drawn to and click on that and listen to that one. Because I have like a lot of content on both platforms. But yeah, it'll get you up to date. And every time you do that, you're tapping in with God and the Holy Spirit. And you're opening yourself up to your own abilities, which I think is something that is so beautiful to embrace yourself. I really, really do. I'm proud of you guys. Oh yeah, so no bullying me, anybody in the chat or anybody in the comments. Yeah, or judging or condemning anybody to death or whatever, because that's been happening. But it's not going to happen anymore. Matthew 7:1-5 says, "Judge not that you be not judged." And then Romans 2:1-3 says, "You therefore have no excuse, you who pass judgment on someone else, for at whatever point you judge another, you are condemning yourself, because you who pass judgment do the same things." So just remember that in general. And if somebody does come in on the bullying type of shit, I will address it by reciting that to them. and then removing them. So just know that don't get upset if somebody tries to bully in the chat. People are fucked up and weird, but not all of them. That's a good thing about you guys and me. We're not fucked up and weird. These other people that do that type of stuff, they got issues. They need literally help. Okay. So I'm going to talk about 2 books that I think are very important for you guys to know about before we get into the reading. If you guys could like the video, I would greatly appreciate it. Please and thank you. And I love you so much. Okay, so the first one's The Truth of God. Before this book, I was always afraid because growing up being a psychic, I had always had experiences that felt like they were outside of my control. Like I felt like victimized or helpless to that. Many experiences. And then when I started turning like a teenager, like I always had the gifts and abilities, and so I spent my time as a child in the yard playing the fairies, and that was my favorite thing to do. And then like at some point my parents were like, you can't just keep doing that. So I started getting into sports, but I still was having all of these supernatural experiences. Like I was a teenager calling my mother into my bedroom every night to lay down with me because I was scared of all the shit that I was seeing and the dead people and stuff that were trying to talk to me. And I didn't know how to put that to words because I was in a situation that was a religious situation. And again, I'm not dissing religion, but it's just like anything that's not Jesus is a demon in Catholicism. That's their perspective. Not everything that I experienced was bad. It scared me because I didn't understand it and there was no way to explain it. And so anyways, so I didn't, as a child, if I would have had this information, my life would be completely different, but I still am grateful for everything that I went through and that happened because now I can be in the position that I'm in. So the first technique, well, first of all, everyone's higher self is God. The scope of God, you, consciousness, is infinite. All of your creations are particles of consciousness within your God mind. Your creation is never outside of yourself. It is always here and now within you, God, just like if the human you closed your eyes and imagined it all in your conscious mind. So you figuring out that your higher self is God and that the kingdom of heaven is within, and that going within is how you build a personal relationship with your higher self. That is the first step. So the 3 techniques that I feel like, well, that I use all the time, you'll see me use them in the readings. The first one is the God technique, which you raise yourself out of your ego, and then you raise into the consciousness of God, looking out through your higher self. And when I first started doing the technique, it was like an elevator ride, like with my consciousness. Woo, right? The more that I do it, the less of that elevator ride there is, the less of the gap is. I get closer and closer and closer. And so it's expanding my connection to God, my higher self. And so the second technique, that's the God technique. It's probably the most powerful. It raises you above whatever situation so you can be above it. The second technique is the joy versus anger technique, which you'll also see me use in the readings when I'm pulling cards and I'm like, okay, who is this? Is this person? And I'm asking yes and no questions. I'm using the joy versus anger technique. Everybody's got clairsentience, okay? So you do not have to be psychic or intuitive even though everyone is intuitive because they have clairsentience, which is clear feeling. That's like a guttural response. The joy versus anger technique works with that so that you're developing that to the point where you can have an open communication with yourself, your higher self at all times, and be asking, do I go here? Do I do this? Do I be with this person, et cetera, et cetera? Do I take this job? And then listen to the information that you get, because you could do like muscle testing or use a pendulum and get an incorrect answer, because those can be influenced where your clairsentience cannot be influenced. So it's more accurate. So then the third technique, okay, that helps you create a positive reality. In my life before asking questions, I was just like making choices and things worked out and then things didn't work out. And I went through a lot of stuff. It made me stronger, but like I said, had I had this information and the techniques, I'd have been fucking asking questions and then my life would have looked a lot different. So either way, I'm still happy with it, but I'm glad that I have access to this now because it's a great help. So the joy versus anger technique is the one that gets you that yes and no answer. The mind technique is of the same importance. It's just a different technique. And in the last reading I just did on my other platform, I was using all three of these techniques. But and this is only 3 out of many more, but these are the 3 that are the most important. The mind technique is of the same importance level as the joy versus anger, but designed to clear the negative mental and emotional baggage and beliefs that we're dragging around, which are influencing the reality that we are creating. And so this book, it also has the 1 to 10 spectrum. You'll see me use that when I ask about compatibility. I'm looking at it like 1 being the worst compatible, 10 being the best compatible. And that's another way that I look at things. So check this book out, you guys. It's called The Truth of God, Advanced Intuitive Living Workbook by Michael Steadman. I figured out how to cross people over to the other side with the God technique and a lot of other powers that I didn't know that I had. I was able to access them through that book. Well, through the techniques in that book. The second book we're going to talk about is the book that I've written. And I wish that I would have had this book available to me when I first started learning to read cards, because I didn't even start with the original. This is the original Rider-Waite deck. This is the deck you guys want to get. If you want to learn to read cards for yourself and for others, check this book out, you guys. It's called Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. But it works with the major arcana cards of the original Rider-Waite, Riderwaite. And when you get this deck, go ahead and get the deck that's got the descriptions on the cards. That way you don't have to go through a separate book or try to memorize the interpretation of the cards, especially when you're learning the tarot. This is what, like all other tarot decks, come off of the original Rider-Waite deck. So this has the original pictures and interpretations, right? Where like the twin flame, like this is like an off branch. Yes, it's a love tarot deck, but it still has all of the same cards that this deck has. It just has the theme of love painted on it. So once you learn to read this deck, you will know the basic interpretations behind every card, so that when you go to a specialty deck, like any other type of deck that has abstract pictures and all that, you'll be able to read those decks easily. All right. So hopefully that made sense. I would just go ahead and invest in getting the ones that have the description on the cards. So the book that I've written, Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells, is going to help you learn to read cards for yourself and for others. It starts off with the 14 Zodiac Tarot card spread that has 2 positions. You'll pull a card for your South Node, which is where you start out in life, like in your ego. And then you'll pull a card for your North Node, which is your destiny. And then like all the stuff that's in, I just opened to position 2, which is Aquarius. I'm going to read Aquarius, okay? January 20th to February 18th. Associated with the Star Tarot card, the World Tarot card, and the Soul Star Chakra, which is a chakra that's like 3 feet above your head. Okay, this card placement will show you how you align with the innovative thought and humanitarianism. How motivated and driven you are to get into alignment and awaken will be revealed in this position. This card position will reveal to you your own star power. You will gain insight and understanding into where the light shines the brightest. Okay. This will show how you connect with others. How you connect with your past and with the aspects of your future will be shown in this card placement. On my throat. What part of society have you chosen to contribute to? Where do you feel called to serve? What do you donate your time and energy to? This card placement will show you how you affect the whole of your own creation. How do your thoughts create and infect your reality? The information coming through the card placement will guide you to an inner well of knowledge. The Soul Star Chakra is a chakra that exists 3.5 feet above the crown of your head. This crown holds your soul record this chakra, holds your soul record and past life information. You can access spiritual intentions, gifts, and abilities through this chakra point. This card placement will reveal more about your destiny and premeditated life purpose intention. You will gain insight and more understanding as to where you are at now in relation to the prophecy over your life. The World Tarot card also will reveal to you If you have a future working as an online content creator, social media influencer, or public figure on the World Wide Web. Pull one card and place it face down without looking at it. Pull the other card and place it face up on top of the card that you just placed face down. Now look at the card that is face up. How does this card relate to your personality? Does the card that you pulled show you anything about how you connect to this world and to others? What does your social circle look like through the eyes of this card? Do you feel divine message coming forward through this card? The card that you pulled is going to show you in relation to your North Node in Aquarius. This means that you will see how activated you are and how in alignment you are with your most expressive self. Be aware of any memories that come forward while contemplating on the card that you pulled. Past life memories may resurface and may be giving you a visit. How do you plan to use your gifts in your future to help the whole of humanity? What do you have to share with this world? What inspires your spirit the most? Pay attention to the details on the card that you pulled because it will give you information and insight into the matters into what matters to your soul the most. How do you express yourself? This card shows you a version of you. Dang, I didn't know it would be this long. That is inspirational, and the card that you pulled can reveal what you assumed or believed to be true about yourself and your creation. Take notes on all different things that you picked up on while reading this card. Is there anything about this card that speaks on your own creativity? What is it about you that makes you a star? Write things down and record them. Now turn over the card that you place face down. This card will reveal to you the things that are influencing your expression and creativity in a dark way. Do you see any shadow traits or impulses that cause you to stray from your path in this card? Does this card show you any thought pattern, limiting belief, fear, or worry that may be blocking you? This card can show you what is in the unconscious mind. This will show you in relation to your South Node, Aquarius. Is there any truth that is coming through the card that could influence your future? Is there anything that you want to reject or deny in this card that may be holding you back? Is there anything on this card that shows you how you have been connected to society in the past? What inner reflections show up in this card, which show you about your creativity? Do you feel that it is difficult to express your emotions through this card? What is the card telling you about how you connect with the whole of humanity? What viewpoint do you share with others? Write all of these things down and record them. Now look at both of the cards face up. Do you see anything connecting one to the other? If so, write this connection down and record the information that's revealed to you. Sorry, that one was so long, but you get how dope that first. Sorry, I got a message and I was like, what the hell? What is that? So anyways, check this book out. It's got the spell that goes with it is going to help you to integrate all of the zodiac energies so that you can adopt positive traits of the other zodiac. And then like for the lover spell is to draw love into your life. The temperance is to create holy water. With Archangel Michael, the hermit is to find one's inner light. So all the spells are spells that you do with yourself and God and the Holy Spirit, and they help you to manifest and integrate the major arcana card. Okay. And then in the back of the book, I've created a compendium of knowledge of what it could mean when the different the different major arcana cards come out one next to each other. So I'm going to read a little bit from the star. Actually, I think I want to read about the temperance. Okay, so the temperance card represents divine intervention and Archangel Michael. Anytime you see the temperance card in a reading, you can know that Archangel Michael is peeking his head into your life. But sorry, you guys, somebody keeps sending me messages. When things are out of balance, you will pull the temperance card in the reverse. If you pull temperance in the upright, it could indicate that someone is out of balance in the situation that you are in. Interesting. If more temperance is needed, you will pull the temperance before a major arcana card. If you pull the temperance card and then the death card, it could indicate grave danger because something is out of balance. If you pull the temperance and then pull the lovers card, it could mean that you need to stop being intimate with someone. Sorry, y'all. And that you need to use your best discernment. If you pull the temperance and then the moon card, it could indicate that someone is trying to swap energies with you and that they're trying to use your energy to bring balance to their energy system. Not good. Says if you pull the temperance card and then you pull the magician card, it is telling you, or the person that you're reading for, that it's meant to stop doing magic. Like I would say, stop. If you pull the temperance card and then the 3 of cups in the reverse, it could indicate that someone has a drinking or alcohol problem that needs to be addressed. And it just keeps going on and on and on, you guys. I don't want to bore you to death with it, but like, check this book out. If you want to learn to read your own cards and cards for other people, this is the book that's going to help you. You can use the tarot card spreads and spells in this book as many times as you want. And it will help you learn to read cards for yourself and for others. Okay. It's called Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. And then the other book that helps you with your intuition is called The Truth of God by Michael Steadman, Advanced Intuitive Living Workbook. The links to these books are in the description box below, and all you need to get started is the original Rider-Waite deck, which is this deck right here. I would invest in getting the one that's got the words and descriptions on it. Okay. Yeah, that whole the whole thing of energy stealing, yeah, that is some real shit. It is. It definitely is. It's sad though. Just know that you can always pull your energy back to you. Okay, you can ask Archangel Michael. If you guys don't know, there is a YouTube platform called Steve Nobel, Stevenobel. He has all sorts of different meditations you can do to cut cords with people, to pull your energy and power back to you, to cleanse your space, all sorts of stuff. For those of you that like literally can't burn sage, or you're limited into what you can do, that platform has helped me for years and years and years and years. And it doesn't have like I don't think it has advertisements or anything. So anyways, those meditations, the angel meditations, work. Nice. Good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you guys are ordering the book. This is going to be life-changing for you. So I get that every day should be, a reason to celebrate, because every day that goes by, you guys become better. You become better people. You become better listeners. You become better healers. You just are improving. You're growing. Like, I wouldn't even think about growing old. I would think about growing into your highest potential, best version of yourself. And I'm excited for you guys. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. And if you could hype the video and share it, all of that stuff is like so important, you guys. And we're working towards getting to 1,000 subscribers. Once we do that, yay, I'll be so happy, because I'll be able to accept $20 super chats with your questions. And that way you guys will have access to asking questions on the other platform and on this one. So we actually are going to work with the Rider-Waite. And again, I usually start with Oracle decks on this one, but they're just saying, get right to it, get right to the message. And I get that there's going to be a reason to celebrate forever, every day. I mean, shit, being alive, the fact that we made it through the night, a lot of people pass away in their sleep. The fact that we just are still alive, like, I am grateful. I'm grateful that you guys are here with me. And I also feel like the more that we can spend time in gratitude, a very good grounding technique that works, you can use it anywhere, anytime, anywhere, is you set up with your higher self basically an agreement that anytime you focus on, and you're going to pick whatever your favorite scenery in nature is. Like, let's say that you're attracted to snow. You could envision being in the Arctic. Let's say that you like forests. You could envision being surrounded by trees. You just basically focus on your favorite thing in nature. For me, it's the ocean. So I'll just be like focusing on the ocean and how it makes me feel. And I give that gratitude to whatever it is in nature, and the earth responds immediately, and it gives gratitude back, and that grounds your energy. So yeah, you just take like 1 or 2 minutes and you just go in and think of all the different things you love about your favorite places in nature, or your favorite place in nature. And That's a really good way to ground your energy. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to actually go to the place. You just give gratitude and the earth gives back. Yes, I love the sea and trees as well. Me too. Yeah, seriously, I love the ocean. Beautiful. So that's a real simple way where if you feel like you get ungrounded, boom, to do that. And it only takes like 1 or 2 minutes, you know? 9 of Swords, interesting. You being able to celebrate, you guys, has got somebody sick to themselves, sick to their stomach. Why is that coming out, Spirit? What is this shit? Oh, also, if somebody was bullying you, like cyberbullying you, and then bullying you, I don't know if it's physically cyberbullying you or bullying you some other way. I would be going within and looking at where are you bullying yourself? Is there any way where you're antagonizing yourself? That would be the first thing. And then if there's not, and you find like, no, I'm at peace with myself, then I would be like, okay, what is it within me that's drawing in this situation where somebody keeps coming in trying to bully, condemn, embarrass, humiliate, degrade, whatever. Okay. Because like literally, and it's a learning process. I'm going through that same thing too, learning what even causes the dumb shit. And so I obviously know that I'm creating it. I'm drawing it into my reality, which means that there's still something to work on. So that's what I'm getting, is that this 9 of Swords energy, you could have been feeling really down because somebody wasn't leaving you alone, or people, I mean, what bullying does is it wears somebody down over time. It really does. And it's about a power play. And so I feel like you guys are overcoming something huge. You know, I was bullied in high school a few times, to be quite honest. I never really felt accepted or liked by people. I felt tolerated, but I didn't feel like liked or loved. So I get that this 9 of Swords energy could have been, you know, you being very upset, maybe having sleepless nights. Sometimes when somebody triggers you really bad, it's like your adrenaline keeps going and your heart is pounding. And I've had those nights. I know what that's like. Just know that it's going to get better. And the more that you can withdraw your energy from whatever's triggering you and go, I would be doing the God technique with it. And then doing the mind technique to get rid of whatever conscious or subconscious thing that keeps pulling these people in. And then I would also be asking, I'd be using all 3 techniques, because I would be asking, is this karma, like from another life or another situation, as to why somebody's coming in to harass me when that is not clearly I'm being at peace. And if you find out that it's not karma, then go, okay, well, what is it within me that's creating this situation? That's the best way to address the problem, going within. I also feel like somebody has caused you some type of misery and pain, and it's emotional pain. And you could feel like when this bullying happens that you go into a stage of depression, but I'm serious. It's like, it's the effect of badgering I don't even know, I like beating on someone emotionally, badgering somebody emotionally, triggering someone purposely, provoking them, and how that wears on somebody, how it really breaks a person down. You know, once you get past this issue, you guys are like going to be freaking like immune to everything. Like seriously, when you heal from whatever this is, it's like there's not going to be anybody on this planet that can fucking do anything to trigger you. Okay? Because you're taking your power back and taking responsibility. I also get that whoever was intentionally causing you great suffering and pain, okay, that person, sorry you guys, confirmation though, that person's going to go through that same exact shit, okay? Just know that. That's what goes around comes back around. And yeah, I feel like if you were feeling like, oh, maybe I don't want to do this anymore, you know what? the people that are not getting bullied, they've either gotten past the lesson, because it's not a lesson to like punish you, but it's just a lesson for you to grow. They've either gotten past it, or they're not doing anything that's of great importance. And I'm not trying to be rude or judgmental, but when you're getting bullied like this, you are doing something to shake shit up to change the world. And it could just be that your energy naturally does that, you know, and it bothers people. So just know that there is a reason for it, but going within and resolving that. And it could be beliefs, you know, like when people would be weird to me when I was younger, I don't know, I would always tell the people around me what the fairies and stuff would say. And maybe they thought that I was crazy, or maybe it really scared them. That could have been one reason that I didn't really have friends like that. But yeah, I had to learn to like filter and not say certain things to people, you know. So maybe you had that type of life too, where you weren't able to express yourself clearly to people, or you felt like you had to hold back on something. I also get that this Nine of Swords energy is basically the past. That's fading away. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this whole thing of you being harassed or whatever, it started when you were a younger person. And I feel like it could have literally affected your life when you were younger. And it's just a wound that needs to be healed, but you're working on it and things are going to get better. There is a reason to celebrate. First of all, this is a major, it's a major thing to get past. And then think of it this way. Well, whether you have kids or not, if you have children in the future, if they go through something like this, you'll be able to like nip it in the bud right away, where your parents weren't able to do anything. You know what I mean? Hater gators. Oh, that's so funny. Blessings to you guys. Please like the video, please and thank you. Share this content, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're working to getting to 1,000 subscribers. And then if you guys have any personal questions, instead of spamming the chat, you can send me a $20 Cash App or a $20 PayPal. And once that's confirmed to go through, I will answer your question and pause the collective reading. But I'm doing a reading for everybody. Okay, so I can share my gifts with everyone. Yeah, so also, like, you were a very trusted child. I've, you know, whatever this is from your past, it doesn't need to recreate. Six of Cups. Dude, Six of Cups, past memories, children. Like, seriously? The cards are just double, triple, quadruple confirming what I'm talking about. A Six of Cups, children, something from when you were young. I feel like that's literally you being afraid still because somebody was being aggressive and provoking you in the past. Maybe you felt helpless as a child, but you're not helpless now. You can like literally go within and resolve it. Queen of Pentacles. I do get that you guys are very abundant people. You're going to remain abundant, point blank, period. I also get that you guys could be humanitarian. Like, there's no coincidence that I read the Aquarius, which I think we're still in Aquarius, but the Aquarius out of the Visago Tarot card spreads and spells. Because you could be a humanitarian. You could be somebody that likes to, you know, help the world, save the planet, influence things in a positive way. You'd be a very organized person. And I also get that you could be very, very sympathetic to political things. I would stay neutral as much as possible with everything that has to do with the media, because you have a reason to celebrate. This is the time for you to celebrate. Literally, you're coming into the time of your life where you are going to have loyal friends and you're going to be able to share this concern that you have for the world. People are going to understand you. You're pulling in your soul tribe. Eight of Wands. It does have you at a crossroads. Like, you guys could be thinking about moving, going in a new direction, going to visit a new place, taking a vacation. You could be thinking about, you know, I hope that bullying has not put you in a position to where you're thinking about doing something else. Like I said, if you were to have no resistance at all, I would be like, okay, I'm obviously not doing anything that's causing any type of impact. The fact that you do have this resistance shows me that you are a natural influencer. You are a good influence to other people. I feel like you guys are the type of people that would influence people to heal and to love themselves and to like not go into addiction and toxic behavior. And that's one thing that, you know, some of you didn't even learn that from your parents. You just always been that way. You are a humanitarian. You want to save the world. Yes. And being justice to the oppressed. Exactly. Thank you so much, Fashionista, and happy birthday again. But yeah, literally, you guys could be very humanitarian. And I love that. The world needs more people like you. Literally. The Emperor. Forget the fact that this person looks old. So let me just ask, is the Emperor a family member? No. Is the Emperor the collective? Yes. So this crossroads that you're at, it's going to put you, this new decision you're going to make, like of going in a new direction, starting something new or doing something, you know, it's got you at a crossroads. A crossroads is like 4 different directions that you could go, right? So either way, no matter what path you take, it's going to lead you to mastering yourself. And like I said, you could be young. Forget the fact that this person looks old. The Emperor is a leader. The Emperor is somebody who is wise, devoted. The Emperor is all of the male cards in the deck combined together equals the Emperor, right? And this is the highest ranking masculine energy card. But everybody has masculine and feminine energies. So this is just showing me that like the 8 of Wands means that no matter what path you take, if it's politics, it's humanitarianism, if it's psychology, if it's therapy, if it's healing, whatever it is, okay, that you want to do, if it's acting, singing, dancing, drawing, painting, it's going to lead you to being an emperor, okay, which means that you're going to be able to defend people in a weaker position. And because you have already been this in the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, you know where to invest your time and energy and resources. And this is why you're going to be given resources. I also get that you could be like at a crossroads to where you're about to realize that you have a dream to do something. And now is the time to act. Yeah, it says protect and defend those in a weaker position. Maybe you're going to do something that, you know, helps other people get free of bullying. Some of you are going to like adopt a child at some point or foster one or an animal. Ace of Swords, the Emperor, Ace of Swords. Yes. Divine protection of your intellectual projects as well. And if you're wanting it, like, let's say that you have a business and you have a business partner. If you're wanting to move in a new direction and invest in something new or go in a new direction, just sell whatever share you have in that company, because this new direction is going to be divinely protected. And you're not going to have to share the profits of it with anybody else. And it'll be something that you actually truly are passionate about, not just something that makes money. It makes money, but it makes you happy. You're taking all paths. There you go. You don't limit yourself. I love that. Absolutely. Hold on one second, you guys. Let me get rid of this bully. This person needs to stop projecting. Okay? Because, yeah, I have no problem with my daddy or with God, bitch. Stop projecting and go. This person, you're not even getting put in timeout. I am going to, yeah, I want to remove you permanently. Okay. That person's gone now. Sorry about that, you guys. Hopefully that removed that person. I'm still like trying to figure out how the YouTube thing works, the different options that you have. You can report them, but it doesn't seem like YouTube does anything about that when you report it. You could put it in timeout, and that's like a 24-hour thing. The people that I put in timeout, they come back the next day. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? You know, they have nothing better to do. This is what I'm saying. Like, you have to look at bullies like, what the fuck is wrong with them? They have nothing better to do, or they're just fucked up in the head, literally. I would never, ever waste my time going on somebody else's platform to bully them for no reason. Like, that shit in itself is psychotic, and people have too much time on their hands nowadays. You know, they should be focusing on going within and doing something good for themselves, not, yeah, they haven't healed from their traumas. Yeah. That's why I'm trying my best not to come down on people and judge them. I just, but it does still bother me. That's why I was saying that I have to work on the bullying thing, because I've never been somebody that bullies other people. But if you fuck with me and I go off, I won't be able to control myself sometimes. And so I'll say things and get really, really upset. But you have to like do so much to provoke me. So it affects me, but at the same time, I'm learning to let it not affect me, because it's not about me. That person having daddy issues or whatever the fuck their problem was, obviously that's not my story. That's about that person. And you just have to understand, you guys, when people are projecting, it's not so much about you. It's about the way that they feel. And you represent either a decision that they didn't make, okay? You represent like freedom that these people don't have. You represent decisions that they didn't make, that they wanted to make, but they didn't feel confident in themselves enough to make. And you represent the image of God. And that in itself, you guys, will be enough to provoke people to bully you. When you are a manifestation of God's presence and light and your higher self, when you are a divine being, that shit right there, you smiling could be enough to irritate somebody to bully you. So just know that it's all happening for a reason, but it's happening to make you stronger. And so, yeah, the universe will continue to test us, and not like, to trip us up, but just to test us to see if we've learned the lesson. And that could be with people coming in and saying whatever. I don't know why people want to hurt other people so bad, but that's a them problem. It really is, you guys. It's a them problem. And those people that do this bullying to you guys, I am not joking. They have got to answer to some very, very sadistic, crazy entities. Like, I'm serious. Your ancestors and stuff do not play. Okay, just because they play games does not mean that your ancestors. And if you cry, that's a lamentation to your ancestors. And if you get so upset because someone's harassing you to the point, and you're a peaceful person, to the point where you have to cry, and that lamentation is given to the ancestors, they will wake their ass the fuck up from wherever they are and make themselves known. And whatever the fuck CERN is doing is also pulling in a lot of other stuff. But enough about that. Enough about those messages with CERN. I can't do anything about that. They're fucking trying to manifest the upside down world from Stranger Things type shit. Something similar to that in this world. And there's only a few of us on the planet that would survive that, so they should probably stop their experiments. But yeah, I also feel like, the wear and tear of some of you guys, your first bully was a parent or a sibling, and you had to learn how to deal with that. I feel like you guys are getting better at this. You're very divinely protected. Just know that. Queen of Cups. Yeah, people think that this is all that you are, like a nurturer, a perfect person. And I feel like whoever these weird people are, they don't see you as you actually are. They know that you're an emperor, that this crossroads, this decision you make, doesn't matter which way you go, you're gonna be on your highest timeline. And you'll be able to integrate all the different parts of yourself into whatever it is that you want to accomplish here. I also feel like you changing your viewpoint on how the world responds to you is going to be very important in the upcoming days. Okay. And opening your heart, allowing yourself to open up to others, and do it when it feels right. Don't do it if somebody's like questioning you. Don't do it when somebody's questioning you. That would be like a trigger warning sign. But and be aware if somebody is giving you gifts. Okay. If somebody is like, here's a painting, don't accept it. If somebody gives you jewelry, don't accept that. I don't know why that is coming forward. Anything else? If somebody tries to give you any type of statue, don't accept that. Just be aware that sometimes gifts, I don't even want to go into that, Spirit. Why is it coming up? Because sometimes gifts that you get from other people, not everybody is a good person like you, okay? They can imbue negative energies and entities into shit that will continually drain you if you keep it in your house. There's a lot of people that like, and toys as well. Like I would not get any, if I had a child, I would not be going to kid and getting any used toys. I would be blessing the toys and stuff. I don't know who needed to hear that, but yeah, these people think that all you are is just like a softie and a nurturing person and a caring person, but you're not gonna just sit around and take the world's weight on your back. The fuck? No. It's not your job to carry the world. It's only your job to carry yourself. And it looks like you've been doing that just fine. Even though you are able to stand up for people in a weaker position, don't throw yourself out there and make yourself a target. I also get that, you know, you outrank all of these other people. Ace of Wands. Anything you put your imagination and attention and time into will prosper. The universe will back it. It will gain momentum. And this also talks about good time to begin a new project. Fertility, personal power, wonderful family life. And that could be the family that you make, or it could be, which could be like, you know, friends that you consider family, and then the family that you make in the community, and then physically, but it could also be your family. Five of Pentacles. What is up with this stupid energy? This is not even your energy. This is the other people. What is up with that? Why are they showing up homeless? This energy keeps like circling around you, but it's not affecting you. It's affecting somebody else, and they just keep trying to interject. The hell's wrong with them? This is like being casted away, homeless in the dead ass winter, worst storm going on. Yeah, these people, all aspects of their life are open to disaster. Physical, emotional, financial worry, stress, insecurity, homelessness, poverty. And then it also talks about being abandoned by religious institutions and by family. Weight loss, weight gain. Maybe somebody wanted you to gain a lot of weight and you didn't. I mean, I think that you guys are fine the way that you are. Just love yourself. Unconditional love means you could look in the mirror and not love everything that you see, or not like everything you see, but you love yourself anyway. It's the same. Welcome everybody coming into the chat. It's the same love that you would give a family member, or like, yeah, like a family member or a pet, you know, like let's say you have a dog named Fufu. Fufu, what a weird dog name. Fufu could have just took a crap in the corner. You're still going to love your dog, even though you're not happy that it just shit in the corner. So does that make sense? That's the type of love you need to give yourself. Give yourself some grace and mercy, okay? Because you have grace and mercy over your life. Like, seriously. This other person has lost theirs, and they're looking towards you for help and support. And you're over here investing in a new business venture, a new idea, and a new project, a new business. King of Pentacles. This is why this person is watching you, because they know that you're in the energy of the King of Pentacles. Yeah. which means that you can make deals, take financial risks if you want, just use your intuition, and that you give generously. You could be linking up with the King of Pentacles as well to do humanitarian work. Interesting. So yeah, the Ace of Wands to the King of Pentacles, that is some very successful boss energy. And this is why I said you're integrating all parts of yourself. This other person, they're in suffering and woe because they did not support you. They wanted to bully you and come against you. And now the downward progression of this other person's life happened literally overnight. I don't know if they bullied you or did something to you to harass you, maybe at work or something. This person has lost almost everything overnight. Like, it's almost impossible to even believe that that's possible, but like, it is possible because I'm seeing it. They've lost everything overnight. Everything in their life. Holy shit. Wow. The Lovers, while you're over here gaining, I have to just cover up their bodies. While you're over here gaining with Cupid. Okay, so is the King of Pentacles a part of this love union coming in? No, you are the King of Pentacles, but there could be a King of Pentacles that comes in. They could be very well attracted to you, but you're being told that this is not actually your person, to just do business with them. There will be another person that does come in that's very, very attractive. Yeah, that person's going to be your person. Okay, interesting. And some of you could already be with this person, and maybe they are going to meet a King of Pentacles that wants to invest. I feel like don't give up on your hopes and your dreams because you're about to make them a reality. The Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune, yeah. So there could be a part of this Wheel of Fortune that you have, which is your fate and your destiny, could be a divine twin flame soul union contract. Literally. And this is one thing right here, this Lovers and Wheel of Fortune. This is the main, well, I would say also the Ten of Pentacles hasn't come out yet, but that would be another thing that this person was wanting, and wanting to take from you or steal from you or whatever. Again, like exchange of energy, that type of shit. This person definitely wanted this love union. They definitely wanted this twin flame ascension journey. And they also wanted stability and somebody to devote to their cause. Interesting. Yeah, it says destiny and fate will allow you very little control over coming events. All you can do is go with the flow. This is a promise for you having a better future, more beautiful future. And I do get that this lover person is very attractive. That's what I'm literally being shown. They're a very attractive person. Nine of Wands. This person feels totally wounded by your success. This person, it does not even know the entirety of how you're going to thrive. That is hilarious to me. But the effed up stuff about that, the Nine of Wands is like the Chiron return. If you look in your birth chart, Chiron is the wounded healer. And that will show you wherever Chiron's at in your birth chart, whatever zodiac house, that will show you where your deepest wounds are. So if you don't know, you can get your birth chart calculator on Google. You just search free birth chart calculator. It'll bring up a calculator thing, and you plug in the name you were born with, your birth date, and then the time of the day that you were born and the location you were born, and then it will compute. It'll calculate, and it'll bring up a map of your birth chart, and then you can look at the different positions. It shows you where everything was at the moment that you were born. So don't ever give those personal details about yourself away to other people, because there are definitely witches and warlocks that love to use people's birth charts against them. So this person is feeling wounded. They feel like they can't recover. They could be feeling like that they're disabled because they don't have your success. This person should have focused on their own life instead of yours. Who is this person? Is this a female energy? Yes. This is a female that's trying to do this to you, or a feminine energy. Let's just say that. Okay. Is this like a revenge thing? No, then what is it about? 8 of Cups. They're pissed off because they have to walk away dissatisfied, discontent. You know, that person, they did something up under the moon. This person is tired of their current situation. They want to steal the new job that's coming to you. Yeah, they want to steal whatever this new project is that you have. They also want to relocate in a new area, but they want to be around you. No. How creepy is that? So is this a female stalker? Yeah. Why? Why is this person stalking the collective? For what reason? What is the purpose of this? The Fool. Them learning the fucking lesson. The Fool's not a bad card, but it does show, you know, ignorance. Straight up ignorance. Okay, what else? The Fool is also about an entrepreneur. This person has to walk away from trying to be an entrepreneur. I mean, not that being an entrepreneur and a creator is not everybody's path. Just like being a prophet is not everybody's path. Everybody has their own journey. I don't know what people are thinking, like that they can just jump in anybody's lane. No, like you'll only be rewarded in the lane that you're in if that's the lane you're supposed to be in. If you're in somebody else's lane, you're not going to get the reward that they get, because it's not, it's like, this person is there. Are they a destiny thief? Yes. Okay. Have they stolen, whatever? Have they taken more than one destiny? Have they taken more than one destiny? Yeah, they've tried to. They've tried to. Using magic. Oh, shit. That's funny as hell, you guys. They've tried to take more than one person's destiny. That's crazy. I feel like you guys are the magician, though. You are able to defend your own destiny. This is why you still have a love union, a Wheel of Fortune, people that want to invest, a new project, and you're still a loving, caring person. You do not look like what you've been through. These people would never know. 4 of Wands, you've actually completed a project. You could have many projects that you're working on completing. I feel like somebody is like, they just magically all of a sudden came out with this product. They didn't tell me. This person is pissed because y'all didn't tell them that you were working on a new company or working on a new brand or whatever this is, or a new song or album or blah, 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 like art. Okay, or a book. Like, seriously, why would you have to tell anybody the things that are the most important to you, your dreams? Why would you have to? This person is so pissed off. They're like, this is who's doing this fucking Queen of Wands. They're like, why did they not tell me that they were writing a book so I could go block it? That's what this stupid bitch is doing. Anything that you were telling this person in the past, they were intentionally, like it could have been about you having a love union. They were intentionally going and praying against and trying to block that exact thing. This person, let's get the likes up, you guys, please and thank you. This person, like, seriously was trying to get into your house and get information out of you, and they could have, that's why I was getting, wait, was it this reading or was it the last reading? I was talking about gifts, pictures, jewelry, dolls, toys, clothes, mirrors. Don't accept those types of gifts from people. I don't accept gifts like that, and I pray over them, okay? Because I have had people try to give me gifts that are fucking cursed, and I'm like, if you have something that somebody's given you and you have like a very, very hard time, yeah, this person's a witch. That's what's up with the black cat. If you have a very hard time being around it, like some things just give you the weebie-jeebies, just get rid of it because it could have bad energies or things attached to it. And don't just throw it away in the trash can in your house. Go to somebody else's dumpster and throw it away, okay? And then cleanse your home and pray over it. But I would pray over any food. I would pray over anything that you put in your body or bring into your home. This witch, don't let them know where you move. When you relocate, do not allow this person to, if you end up getting married, don't invite this person to the wedding. When you end up having kids, do not invite this person to your baby shower. They will try to do something to disconnect that baby from your womb or from your life. Just, I'm seriously telling you right now what this person is going to do. Anything that you want to do or work towards, this person is going to try to block it. Okay, or steal it, or kill it, or ruin it. That's the type of shit that they're on. And so this is why I feel like you are, it's like magically you're coming up with all of this great stuff. It's not magic. It's called fucking hard work. What the hell's wrong with this person? They just are so pissed off at you because you didn't tell them what you were manifesting. Oh, well. Literally. You didn't tell them what you were manifesting, what you were working on. And so they're like, they came out of nowhere with it. I didn't see it coming. I didn't know about it. I couldn't block it. Now it's already a creation, a solid physical thing. I can't go and just end it and block it. No, this person is stupid. Like I said, they're unaware of themselves, and they should know damn well that they can't block anything. You're not going to tell them anything. Page of Wands. This Queen of Wands needs to mind their own fucking business and take care of their child. Stop neglecting this fucking kid that they have. Seriously. And if this person is like, oh, I'm going to take their destiny and their glory and give it to my ratchet ass child. No, they're not. They're going to get slapped out for that. Seriously. They're watching, but they don't know what you're working on. They don't know the intimate details. Like witches and warlocks, the people that do the bad shit, they have to know certain intimate things about you. Okay? That's why I said don't give away the information that goes to your birth chart. But they have to know certain intimate things, and they have to have a certain level of access to be able to get away with the shit that they want to do. And they can't destiny thief you. They can't energy swap you. They can't curse you, hex you, drain you, take advantage of you, steal from you, copycat you, mimic you, imposter, impersonate you. They can't do any of that if you don't give them access. And that's what this person's most pissed off about. Instead of worrying about them having a place for them and their child to live, this person is worried about you completing a project. That's completely a different matter. Like, that's so opposite of each other. This person, they're in fight or flight mode, fight, flight, freeze mode. They need to figure out how they're going to provide for their child without having any type of skills other than being a fucking thief. Okay? And being a thief is not a skill. It's like a shady thing. It's just shady. Okay, this person's going to be known for being a destiny thief, a destiny blocker, a delayer. This Queen of Wands, the moment that she enters any man's life, she takes that person off their path and straight up delays their ass. Delays them from ever reaching their full potential and sucks them dry of everything that they have. This person is a sucker of everything. They suck the life out of everything. I'm serious. You just need to know that this person, and the crazy shit is how this person has been treating you and your energy. This person's child, they feel like their child sucks the life out of them. This person does not like their child. They don't love their child. How is that even possible? How could you give birth to something and not love it? That's fucking crazy. This person does not have unconditional love for themselves or for this child. That is very sad because they're not making their own life and their child a priority. They're trying to stop you from being able to celebrate and be in the energy of victory, which you're already in. But yeah. They need to start worrying about this child that they created with where the fuck is this other parent? Again, this person is upset because you control your own life. You're not out here making reckless choices, sleeping with people, and having children, and I'm not judging anybody that has a kid out of wedlock, but having children with just fucking anybody. Like, you're not out here making bad decisions like that. Okay? You're in control of your life. You're not accidentally knocking people up or getting knocked up. And this person's pissed off that you don't have the limitations and the lack that they do. They want you to suffer in the way that they suffer. No. You probably, if you have a kid or you had a kid or you will have a kid, you're going to love it because you're going to know it's a blessing from God. But you are already learning to love yourself. You loving yourself is like the first step of being able to be there for another person. Four of Pentacles. You have a legacy and spiritual inheritance that you're going to be able to pass down to the next generation. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. If you could subscribe to the platform, it would greatly help. Thank you guys in advance, and I love you guys for doing that. We're working to getting to 1,000 subscribers. When we're at 1,000 subscribers, I can take personal questions for $20 super chat. On my other platform, I do have over 1,000, so I can accept super chats on that one. That one's called Astraea Love, ASTRAEA LOVE. 2 words. So check it out, you guys. This is your time to shine. You have a lot of good ideas that are coming forward, and this is going to definitely help you transition into your higher self, a higher way of living, I would just say a higher vibration, more pure energy. You tapping into your natural gifts and abilities is what makes you a leader. 4 of Swords. I'm serious. These people, they could be going to a funeral. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with you. I feel like this fight that you've been having to fight, well, you haven't really been having to fight it. Your spirit team has, though. That's why I would always show gratitude, love, and appreciation to God and the spirit realm and the divine. Even if you don't see the miracles in your life, know that they are there. The fact that you're still alive is a miracle. Had this person had their way, you'd miss out on everything in your life and be blocked forever. This is why you stop telling this person your business. And if this is like a baby mama, whoever the hell this Queen of Wands is, they don't need to know everything about you. If they're like, tell me where you work, whatever, it's like they just want more money. Tell this person to shut the fuck up and go take care of the kid. And if you can get custody of this kid, do it. If that's your guys' situation. Because again, that'll be only a couple people's situation dealing with the custody thing. That will bring an end to this ongoing feud with this Queen of Wands. And a lot of you guys are not even fighting this person back. You're not arguing with them. You know, they want to bully you, pull up some shit, whatever. That's on them. You're getting a new opportunity to celebrate, and you have reasons to celebrate. You have recognition and reward coming in. Success, honor, praise, being rewarded. The 3 of Cups. Look at that, you guys. Having actual real people, a real community come in. Normal, successful, loving relationships with other people. Invitations to social events. Yeah, this popularity that you gain, that's what this person's pissed off, is you using your abilities to get fame. I don't even think you're seeking fame. It's just going to be a side effect of your completed work is going to bring attention to you, and it's going to be good attention. People are going to be grateful. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, except that this person just doesn't want to see you in that energy. Misery loves company. This person is miserable as fuck. They're going through a lot of bullshit, you know. They were trying to cause you to have to be in the 9 of Swords in bed, weeping and crying and shit. And for what fucking reason? This person is about to lose they've already lost their house. They feel permanently wounded. They have to walk away from this whole idea of stealing from you. They're in the energy of the Fool. They're already doing this stupid witchcraft stuff that's coming back to them. it's affecting their child, and it's going to cause a permanent ending and a fucking funeral for somebody in their family, because this stupid witch, this witch bitch, loves to do spell work, but does not ever think about anybody the fuck else. That's how self-centered this person is. They're like, I'm going to go to war with this other person and harass them and do this, this, and this. And I'm going to send out all this death magic spell work shit, poverty spells, homelessness, and wish all this bad on somebody. But I'm not going to protect myself. Why the fuck would I need protection? That's how this person thinks. It's like, dude, because collective is not stupid, and collective will send that energy the fuck back. And then this person's going to get hit with it. And that's what you're seeing is happening. So yeah, it is a reason to celebrate. This person doesn't have any more resources to literally to try to get ahead of you, because they're up under judgment. Not just for doing this shit to you, but for other people as well. Whoever else they decided to F over in the process of effing you over. Like I said, this person's tried to steal many. Oh, I'm glad you subscribed. Thank you guys. They've tried to steal many people's destinies. This is not just a one-time occurrence. This Queen of Wands has a reputation of doing stupid things. They just won't let well enough be. I also get that, you know, this Queen of Wands could have to go to court for something. Yeah, this person can never be alone. They're like, how are they so content? How are they not freaking out? How are they not being affected by what I just sent to them? Justice. You getting justice. The scales being evened out in your life. That's how. What are they talking about? You have people that actually support you, that want to collaborate and co-create with you. And you're becoming well known. You have a community that backs you. And these people don't play about you. Same thing as your ancestors. You're getting justice. You're going to get justice for a whole group of people, you guys. You are. I would not fight the government or fight the system, because I don't feel like that's what's against you. I feel like it's this person, okay? And I wouldn't even fight them. They're not even worth that. This person doesn't get anything but canceled and blocked. Like, literally. And because you stopped engaging with them and telling them your business, this is the reason that you are entering into the period that you're in now, where you're going to have all of this success and loving relationships and positivity. Seriously. Because this person was going, like, you could have even tried to trick this person by giving them false information, and they tried to attack that. That's probably when you deal with snakes, don't tell them the truth about yourself. You're not going to be judged for lying. That's called self-preservation. You have to preserve yourself. And if these people, like this Queen of Wands, ask too many fucking questions, you know, if this is a baby mama or whatever, or an ex or ex-friend or whatever, why the fuck do they need to know where you work and what you're doing and how much you make in your projects and all this stuff? Especially if this Page of Wands is not your kid. It's completely, this person's overstepped a boundary, a major boundary, and your angels are not happy about that. The star. Yeah, they just want to know how you became this star and how they didn't see it. How they weren't able to take that from you because they didn't know about it, because God had you cloaked in this person's face. Now it's the new age of Aquarius, and this old day of, you know, using children as a bargaining piece and oppressing people and just being a fucking tyrant and using witchcraft on them, that's over. You've already awakened. There's nothing that this person can do to put you back to sleep. No. Once you've taken whatever the pill is in the matrix, you've taken the pill. You wake up. You're awake already. And you know your star ability. You're tapping into that. That's why you're getting this fame and public recognition. This person's getting judgment. And they feel like, oh, I'm only being judged because of you. That's what they feel like. But that's not actually true. No. This person is being judged because of how they treat their child. They're being judged because of, welcome everybody coming into the chat. Please like the video and subscribe, and all that stuff really helps this platform. This person's also being judged because of all of the other destinies that they attempted to steal. And then, you know, we're delusional enough to think that they got away with the shit. That's why they're being judged. So it's not really related to you at all. It has to do with them and their behavior. And, you know, this person's acting like you're the reason that they're in trouble with the universe. Make it make sense. Like, yeah, this person's going to be like, oh, well, I was just trying to, you know, save myself, preserve myself, take care of myself. That's why I wanted to steal the identity of so-and-so. That's why I am an imposter. That's why this person did some illegal, immoral, shameful shit. Okay. And they're going to have to answer for that. And they're not going to be able to just say that, oh, well, I only did it to save myself. The fuck? No, you don't have to hack people. You don't have to freaking spy on people. You don't have to stalk them. You don't have to try to get into their accounts. You don't have to try to find out where they work. Like, these people need to mind they fucking business. And they're going to learn this lesson. And I promise you, this person, after what they're about to go through, they will never fucking do this shit ever again. Because they're about to go to jail. I'm serious. They're up under judgment. That could be spiritual jail, hell, physical jail. 7 of Cups. They wanted to drink all of this delusional crap. They're stuck in their dark side and their shadow. They can't make right choices because they are stuck in their shadow. They're stuck in the dark night of the soul. This person has no idea what they're here to do. And I would be like, God, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, Divine Realm, Spiritual Team of Highest Light and Resonance, Galactic Federation. I am tired of this person invading my privacy. I want privacy, and I am sick of their monitoring spirits. I am sick of this person's witchcraft. You could have said this already. I'm sick of what they're trying to do to make me homeless. I'm tired of it. I've been bullied enough by this person. Enough is enough. This needs to end. And you probably said something like that. This abuse of power, this misuse of power, it needs to end now. Because all this suffering is completely avoidable, you know, without this person being in your life. You're not going to suffer at all. You're going to be more than happy and more than successful. They know that. And they were trying to fuck with your sanity, trying to bully you, harass you, put you in a position to where you would want to take yourself out. This person did too much. And then on top of that, doing all this stupid shit, they didn't do anything to protect themselves or the people that they love. All over a love union, a Wheel of Fortune, and a 10 of Pentacles that hasn't come out yet. And possibly over the 6 of Wands, the fame and the celebration. Because you get to celebrate every day. You're a grateful person. Yeah, there are people after this Queen of Wands, this Knight of Swords energy that they tried to trick into coming for you is now coming for this Queen of Wands. How interesting. I don't know if they did something on the dark web, but yeah, this person is a computer person and they also could work for the government. They're coming in to arrest this Queen of Wands. Interesting. Maybe they took out loans in your name. I don't know what they did, but it's something bad. It's definitely illegal and shameful and immoral. Ace of Cups. They did this because you're loved by God. I mean, how is that your fault that God loves you? God loves you. The divine realm loves you. You're letting your guard down and opening your heart because you know that this person's about to get taken for a very long car ride. Let's just say that. They're about to go into the slammer, okay? Spiritually, they're they lost their gifts and abilities. They can't abuse their power anymore. They can't tap into magic. None of these deities, entities will listen to them. None of this shit that this person's going to try to do to fix the situation is going to work. And not only that, the stuff that they've already done to you, They can't just erase that and undo it. This person thinks they can go reverse the work. They don't understand that if they try to reverse the work, they can't take away the suffering you've already gone through because of the work that was done. And this person will only be reversing and taking all of that work that was done on you that you've already gotten past and gotten over, and it'll be putting it on them. And they don't understand that that's what's going to happen. They think that it's just going to reverse and it'll be like it never happened. The fuck? No, this person still committed physical, third dimensional crimes and illegal, immoral acts, okay, against you. They can try to undo and reverse the work if they want, but the shit's going to end up affecting them, because all of those spirits, all of those curses, all that negative energy, all of those witchcraft, poison shit, that has to go somewhere. And you're over here divinely protected. So obviously it's going to go back to this person. They can try to reverse it if they want, but it's just going to bring it back on themselves even worse. They should have never done this shit in the first place. I would not, if, first of all, I don't do any magic on anybody else. I don't do anything like that. The only time I will do any type of manifestation or ritual thing will be for myself. And it's only for my betterment. It's never going to be to hurt and harm anything. And I involve God in everything that I do. You do too, the sun. You've healed that inner wound. This person can try to, harass you, heckle you, whatever. They're not going to even be able to do this in the future. What they were wanting to do. They're so upset. This person is like crying. Two of Swords, because they know that they're blocked. This person that comes in to stop them is going to block the ass permanently. Wow. Yeah, this person is blocked. Blocked out of your energy. This is sad. There will not be anybody that ever loves this person in this lifetime. Any person that this Queen of Wands gets with moving forward is going to be somebody that beats her and is abusive. And she's still going to try to do this love magic on them anyways, like a psychopath. But that's insane. This person needs to go to a mental institution. Three of Wands, literally. You are over here working on a long envisioned goal and project, and this person is dying to find out what that is. Literally. They want to know what it is. This new business idea that you have, so that they can block it and ruin it. Destiny blocking bitch. That's what this person is. Okay, what is the outcome for this story? What do we need to know moving forward? You have a reason to celebrate every day. You're moving towards justice. You're going to help other people attain justice. You're going to hold on to your home, your possessions, your loved ones, all this stuff that this person is like, I want to block that. I want to block that. I want to block that. Who the fuck do they think that they are? Saying that they're acting like they're going to play God in someone else's life. This person's playing a witch in their own life. How in the fuck are they going to be your God? I mean, make it make sense. You're over here getting your deepest wishes granted. Okay? Which means you're making progress. Your goals are becoming achieved. And you're getting a wish granted right in front of this person's face. And they're like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I did everything that could have been done to ever block it. And how is it still coming into manifestation? It's called destiny, bitch. This person tried to do a destiny swipe on you, didn't even understand what the word destiny means. Destiny means that no matter the fuck what, whether you go through this door, this door, this door, this door, it's still going to all lead to the same place. The devil cannot, and I don't believe in a traditional devil, but like this person is demonic. They cannot stop your destiny. They can't steal it. They can try to exchange energy, which is just being a vampire, but they can't actually take your virtue or anything like that. They can't take your good karma. They can't take your protection. They can't do anything. This person literally is rendered powerless. They can't do anything. Destiny means they can try to delay you, but that's all. A delay just means that it's going to happen in a future date, but you've sidestepped this person. and you're not telling them what you're doing. And your destiny and your Akashic records, none of this person's business. I would say God, Holy Spirit, divine realm, anybody trying to access my Akashic records, my birth chart, or any personal information about me, I do not want them given access. I want them misled. And I do not want those people thinking that they can just do these things and get away with it. Because that's ridiculous. This person is a fucking skinwalker. They just want to wear everybody else's skin. Let me try your life on. Look, this person is actively spying on you. Actively. Okay? Trying to use witchcraft, cards, whatever, crystal balls, stupid shit. They are blocked from spying on you. They're not getting anything. Like I said, they're not getting any new information. This is a waste of their time and their money. They should be trying to invest their money into getting a home, paying their bills, because the police are after them. The police is spying on this fucking person. While they're spying on you, the police are spying on them. The irony. And you cut this person off. That was enough for them to try to fucking literally sacrifice you to Satan itself. Like, seriously, throw you under the bus and make you responsible for something that you didn't do? Okay? The best thing you could have ever done, which you did, was cut this person off and say no to them. So I am proud of you. This is you protecting yourself, but not doing it in a way that it's going to hurt other people. If this person's upset and hurt by your wish fulfillment, oh fucking well. That's not you personally hurting them. They could look away if they wanted to. This person chooses not to. And they want to know what you're working on. So keep that close to your chest. Like, this person seriously knows that you're here to do something great, and they could never, ever amount to you. They could never, ever compete with you. This person could never steal your destiny. Never. Never. They could never be you. Okay? All those things that you've made it through, that this person put you through with their witchery, they are not going to survive that. They're not. They could never be you. They could never have this love union. They're not a loving person. They don't even love their own child. That is absolutely so sad. And they want to be this leader in the community, and this person who's looked at like a saint and an angel, and the fact that you're looked at that way, they want to bully you out of your position. There's no amount of bullying you that's going to stop you from creating this business idea or investing in yourself or using your talents and your gifts and abilities to help and to heal. The fuck? What else are you going to do? As time goes by, this person wants you always wasting your time on things that will never bring you any type of reward. That's the life that they're going to have, because that's what they're actually doing. They're wasting their time only trying to be a fucking thief. And what does stealing get you? In trouble, eventually, whether it's identity fraud or stealing a destiny or whatever. It's going to get them in trouble. The Chariot. And they're being watched. Anything that they try to do to hack your devices, to take control over your whatever, it is blocked. Okay? The abuse of technology is blocked. This person's going to have somebody very aggressive coming towards them, very unhappy with their behavior. And this is all because this person can't balance their dark side, and they're up under judgment, and they're blaming you for it. But it's actually a accumulation of all of the people that they put in a fucking crypt on their process to destroying you, on their way to destroying you. This person, treats their child like their child's a piece of garbage. This person is garbage. This Queen of Wands is probably one of the most disgusting people that I've ever read or had show up in a reading. And they're permanently wounded. Oh, fucking well. They have so many obstacles that are in their way, disappointment and setbacks. They're exhausted from trying to block you and stop you. It will not be look, this is not going to be possible for this person to achieve it. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. It's simply not meant to be, and no amount of effort or determination will change that. This person is not meant to be you. They're not meant to have your destiny. They're not meant to have your blessings. They're not allowed to even near you. This person's going to have to settle for their second choice, which is, probably just being them. And that's what they need to do to mind their own business. That's probably the safest thing that they can do. Because your ancestors don't play about you. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I love you so much. I'm going to talk about the 2 books that are in the description box below. I suggest that you watch all the readings on both platforms. Each reading is going to have an Easter egg of personal knowledge for you to decode about your own journey, okay? That's going to help you progress. So the first book I'm going to talk about is called The Truth of God. It's an advanced intuitive living workbook. And this book is a game changer for me. It teaches you everything from meditation, teaches you about your higher self God, how to connect. So when I do the God technique, I'm raising out of myself, my perception out of my ego into looking out through the eyes of my higher self, which allows me to see things from a bigger perspective. And it, it's just very loving and very peaceful, and it helps me to rise above whatever it is that's going on around me. And so I do that many times a day. When I first started doing it, the gap in consciousness, it was like an elevator ride, and I was like, woo, just like vibrating so high. And then the more that I do it, the less of that extreme distance between my ego and my higher self is. So that's the beautiful part. That way you can have, it just strengthens your connection, develops a connection with God so that you can rise above whatever's going on. The second technique is the joy versus anger technique. When I'm asking yes and no questions, that's the technique I'm using. And that works on your clairsentience. Everybody has clairsentience. And so it's more accurate than muscle testing and more accurate than using a pendulum. And then the third technique is well, there's so many other, but it's the mind technique, which is a very important technique because it gives you the ability to question the thoughts and beliefs in the mind and really just release them so that your experience can change. And you don't have to believe that the sun's going to come up or the moon's going to come up for it to come up, okay? Beliefs shackle you, they bind you, and you don't have to be psychic or anything to use the techniques in this book. And literally, whenever somebody is really struggling with something, this is the answer. This was the answer for me, okay? Like, I will tell you, I was in church when I was younger, and I was always psychic. I always felt trapped in the psychic realm. When I came across the truth of God, I was able to break free of the psychic realm, and that is a blessing in itself. And then with the joy versus anger technique, I now avoid tragedies all of the time. Okay, so another technique, I get rid of the things that are pulling the situations in. So for those of you that want to learn to read cards for yourself and for others, I have written a book that I wish was around when I was learning to read cards. It's called Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells, and it works with the original Rider-Waite deck, which is what we were using today, RYDERWAITE. Go ahead when you guys get this book and you get the Rider-Waite deck, invest in getting the cards that have the descriptions on them. That is going to help you learn the interpretation of the card and what it actually means, because every other type of tarot deck is based off of the original Rider-Waite. So it'll have either similar or very close names to this deck. So if you learn this deck and you learn the cards and the interpretations, then when you use any other type of tarot deck, you'll be able to understand what the underlying energies are, because the pictures will be more abstract in the other decks. So you can use the tarot card spreads and spells in this book over and over again to help your life. And it starts off with a 14 zodiac tarot card spread that helps you. Well, at the beginning, I read about it. I read from the Aquarius. I don't know if that was this platform or the other one, but it takes you through you draw one card for your south node, one card for your north node, and then it shows you where your south node is and where your north node is, and you get information about that. And your north node is like your destiny, and then the spell that goes along with that is to step into your own destiny. I think I'm going to read from, let's see. So I have different tarot card spreads for the major arcana cards, which are the major transition cards. The ones, and throughout your life as a human, you will be at one point or the other in the position of every single one of these cards. That's why the tarot maps the human life. Okay, so I'll read a position from the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, number 10, answer yes, zodiac Sagittarius. The Wheel of Fortuna is the Wheel of Fate inspired by the goddess Fortuna, who is a goddess of luck. The Wheel of Fortuna, the Wheel of Fortune, same thing, represents the ever-changing cycles of both life, good and bad. This card means that your luck is about to change for the better. This could be a period of growth and extreme change. This card reveals success after failure. All that you can do is go with the flow. This card can reveal to you a better future for yourself. So you pull one card for each position. Position 1 is the Sphinx. The card that you will pull for this position will give you a good feel of what your luck entails. How lucky and fortunate is your destined path. The Sphinx reveals to you a riddle within the self that has not been understood before. On the precipice of fate, the goddess Fortuna prepares one's forward movement in life. With every spin of the wheel, another door opens. As one door opens, one door closes. The card that you pull for this position can show you what doors you are currently opening and which ones you are choosing to open for the future. If you have bad luck, you will pull the Wheel of Fortune card in the reverse for this position. If you have good luck, you will pull the Wheel of Fortune in the upright for this position. Position 2, the wheel. This card placement reveals why you are playing the game of the Wheel of Fortune. What is to be gained or lost with you gambling? You may see things from a different angle with the card that you pull for this position. If your abundance is in the hands of others, or if you have a great inheritance, then you may pull the Wheel of Fortune card for this position. And it just keeps going and going and going, you guys. And the Wheel of Fortune tarot card spell is to manifest good luck. The Justice spell is to stop those that thought that to create justice against those that they thought that they got away with it. And then the Hangman is to sacrifice things that are no longer serving you. The Death is to bring about appropriate endings and things you want to end. The Star is to manifest a wish. And in the back of the book, I've created a compendium of knowledge of what it can mean when the different major arcana cards come out one next to each other. So I will read from the Wheel of Fortune. I'll read some of it because it just keeps going on and on and on. But yeah, so you guys get the gist. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune. If you pull the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, it is a very good sign of goodwill and good fortune coming your way. If you pull the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, it could indicate that someone has successfully swapped your destiny to some form of extent. If you pull the Wheel of Fortune before a major arcana card, it could indicate that the past fortune has influenced the current fortune. If you pull the Wheel of Fortune card after a major arcana card, it could indicate that whatever the major arcana card is will bring you good fortune in the future. Anytime that you see the Wheel of Fortune, you can expect to experience good luck. If you are having very bad luck, you may pull the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse with the Moon card. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse means that someone is seeking to keep you stuck in a rut while they steal your good energy and steal your blessings. Someone is trying to trap you or entrap you to keep you from your destiny. When you pull the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, you will know that someone seeks revenge against you. The past comes back to haunt you for a time, and bad luck mixed with misfortune could visit your door. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse means that what goes around comes around, and now it's time for that karma to come back around. So check this book out, you guys. Those of you that want to learn to read cards for yourself and for others, Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. The link to that is in the description box below. Those of you that want to develop your connection to God, Source, your higher self, and start being able to ask yes and no questions and rise above things, and then doing the mind technique, getting rid of the thoughts and beliefs, The Truth of God by Michael Steadman, Advanced Intuitive Living Workbook. That is going to be the book that helps, okay? And all you need to start learning to read your own cards is the original Rider-Waite deck, RYDERWAITE. Go ahead and invest in getting the deck that's got the descriptions on the card. That way, as you learn to read the whole deck, you don't have to flip through a separate book. Okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. Please hype the video, share the video, like the video, leave a comment, and what else is the other thing? Oh, subscribe to the platform. We're working to getting towards 1,000. When we get at 1,000 subscribers, then we can do super chats, and you guys can send in your $20 per question, and I will answer your questions. Okay. So on my other platform, Astraea Love, ASTRAEALOVE, I can accept super chats, but on this one, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, then I can accept super chats. So thank you guys for spending your time with me. Thank you for contributing and liking, sharing, subscribing. All that stuff means so much to me. Like for you, it's only one tap of the finger, but for me, it means so freaking much. Okay. I love you guys so much. Peace be with you. Have a wonderful evening. God bless you. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay. Bye.